Hey traders, we're going to have a look at silver and gold right now. Quick little update on what's happening right now in silver and gold. Let's get straight into it. Guys, do not place your trade based on what you see in this video. Trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. Oh jeez, I just burped in the microphone. There is no guarantee to making money in the market, so be smart about the way that you are trading, okay? So let's actually get straight into it right now. So what's happening with gold today? Gold pretty much did nothing today. This is the daily chart right now of the GLD, the ETF price, as you can see. And gold pretty much nothing today, right? We've had this nice, slowly upward movement through here, but a lot of people are really focusing, and this is where a lot of people go wrong, and where I used to go wrong a long time ago, is focusing so much on this. What is this? This is the last couple of months. Oh, look, the last couple of months, higher low, the market's stepping higher, right? So that's what a lot of people would focus on in the past. They would focus on higher lows, higher highs, and so on and so forth. Makes sense? So that's what they would focus on. But the most important part to your trading is always checking the higher time frame, not the lower time frame, the higher time frame. So if you're mainly trading the daily chart, guys, you don't realize how powerful that weekly chart is and the information you can get from it, from where we are in the cycle of things. Now, I've always said that the better you can read the chart, the better trader you'll be. Now, what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is that when you're reading the market, when you're trying to understand what's happening in the markets right now, it's that this is like, if you think about the daily chart, right? If you trade the daily chart, think about the daily chart as in like, you know, you've got your map and you're trying to navigate through the forest, right? You've got your map, so on and so forth. But if I bring up, say, my weekly chart, which is this chart here, by the way, and I look at it from a bigger picture perspective, the weekly chart is like the forest from the trees, so to speak. You know what I mean? Or it's like the weekly chart is like taking a helicopter over the forest or over the bush, where the daily chart, right, is like navigating through the tracks and so on and so forth. Makes sense with your map. So small picture, big picture, small picture, big picture. And think about this. The weekly chart is all about the footprint of what the big guys are thinking and feeling. It's the footprint of what the big guys are thinking and feeling. Now, if we are trading the markets and we're not keeping an eye on that weekly chart, I guarantee you, if you're having a lot of losing trades, that's because you're not reading, or not. If you're not even reading the higher time frame, you're missing out on a large percent of the picture of what the market is telling you. Now, if you look at what gold is doing right now from the forest, from the trees, or the larger perspective, or the big picture, what is the big picture telling us? Now, a lot of people are saying, but John, you don't understand the daily chart, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't matter. Whatever the weekly chart is doing, that's king, okay? If you're looking at the daily chart just short term, small picture, big picture, small picture, big picture. Now, for me, small picture is all about, do I have a trading setup? Yes or no? Big picture is like, okay, what's the higher time frame doing? If I'm trading the daily chart, what's the high time frame doing there is, and so on and so forth, where we are in the cycle of things and so on and so forth. So if you look at what the GLD price is doing right now, all the GLD price is doing right now is doing what? It is doing it's actually had this low here and this low here, and it's broken down to make a significant lower low. I didn't care about you guys. I didn't care what you guys say. When the market is in a clear upward trend for quite some time, higher low, and it tries to make another higher low through here, as you can see, and even through here, and fails, and it breaks a lower low, that is the market telling you that something has changed right now. So we have a very high probability right now of this creating something like this in the markets, creating some sort of lower high. Now, if you understand the market as in energy fields, because we used a lot of energy going through here, and if I open up my chart a little bit more, think about this as an energy, think about this energy. And the more the market releases energy, the more it has to refuel the energy. Makes sense? So think about it as the energy there. So yes, right now we are just in an energy building phase. What is an energy building phase? It's either it's a pullback against the underlying trend, right? So the overall trend is down. Look at this, strong sellers, weak buyers. right? So look at the strength in the moves. This here is clearly stronger than this here. What does that mean? That the sellers are stronger than the buyers. Now, what does this also mean? This is a pullback against the underlying direction of the trend. What does that mean? This is just a pullback, and it could be, and all we could be doing is getting ready for a retracement up to here, and maybe even a 50% retracement is up through here, as you can see. But this has a very high probability of rolling over and continuing down. So right now, as I speak right now, remember, we only can trade what we see, not what we think, hope, or fear. So if we're looking at the markets right now, we're looking at gold right now, as you can see that what we're looking at is that we're just looking at this market having a pullback in the overall markets. So when you're looking at this daily chart, you're focusing on this small picture. Remember, that's you're missing a major part of it. What is this doing through here? Look at this here. And as I said before, it's so clearly obvious, right? When you read it from here, strong sellers, weak buyers. So where's the strength in the markets? The strength is from this selling move, right? So, and the pullback here is volatile. It's not strong directional. What does that mean? Well, this pullback, which is very volatile, means it's not in a direction where if the market's not directional moving, then guess what? If the market's not directional moving, then we are in a pullback phase. We're in a refueling phase. It's not a trend changing phase. Okay, a trend changing phase is when the market does this. A trend changing phase is when if this was some sort of bottom formation, we go from strong sellers, okay, and we may go sideways for a bit, but then we start to have some strong buyers. Do we get that right now? No, right? We're getting up, we're getting down, we're getting up, we're getting down, and we're getting up, right? It's stair-stepping higher, isn't it? But very weak, very volatile where we are right now. It's going up, it's going down, it's going up, going down. No, this is what we call, a pullback against the underlying direction of the trend. And that's what happens. A strong move, who's in control, sellers through here. And then as you can see, this pullback here is very volatile. So trying to pick the bottom right now in gold is very risky. Before you go, make sure you grab the free Grab the Markets by the Balls training course. In this training course, you're going to learn the top 13 deadly mistakes, the success formula, charting boundaries, the PT method, the ultimate trading system, the blast off trading system, #1 in trading indicator, the $1 Million Trader money management, how successful traders approach the market, and so much more. Get this training course for free right now. Click on the very first link in the description to get this whole complete trading course to give you the edge on your side of trading this market. Do that right now, and I'll see you on the other side.